What's up guys, it's Afrolecia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I look a bit different. It was my birthday, so go ahead and wish me happy birthday in the comments if you care. But yeah, I did this particular hairstyle for myself two nights ago, 4 nights ago. Yeah, it's 3 nights ago. So I did this protective hairstyle for myself, and they thick faux locks. They're supposed to like resemble, you can see over here, Rihanna's faux locks that she did. Ever since she did it, I was loving them. They're much shorter and they end with a curl. So if you want to see how to get this hairstyle, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so I started off with freshly conditioned hair in these twists. So I just went ahead and rinsed them. So what you'll need are these rubber bands. You'll need soft dread hair. Some of these Marley dreads, sorry. They're thick, so I separate them. You'll see how I do that. You'll also need this crochet hook just to put the hair in your actual head. And then a conditioner of your choice and a rattle comb just for the parting and making everything nice. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and parting the front of my head because that is the part that everyone sees. So I just want to make sure this part is perfect. So I am doing triangle parts, and I see that Rihanna has like a dread like right in the middle of her head. So that's why I specifically went ahead and just sectioned off the front of my hair to make the front of my dreads exactly, or not exactly, but very close to hers. So she has these triangles in front of her head, so I just went ahead and part them, as you can see, with my rattle comb. And I'm not sectioning them finally, this is just making the parting, and I'm just twisting them off so that, yeah, I can just get the parting perfectly. So I did that side, and I'm going ahead and doing the exact same parting to the other side. And the rattle comb is to like make your parts kind of as neat as possible. So yeah, I just went off and sectioned that, the front section. The back, I kind of just winged it. I tried to stay with triangles, but as you can see here, it's all finishly sectioned. So yeah, these are, you can't really see my parts, but I'm going to tidy them up now. So yeah, I'm showing you just how I tidy up. Make sure your edges are far away from the hair that you want to actually put in the dread. So what I'm using is the Shine and Jam. It's nice and it has a nice thick consistency, and the build-up is not that much. So I'll just put some on the roots of my hair, the part of my hair that's still going to be showing. And I smooth it then off with a toothbrush. Like guys, this toothbrush step makes a big difference, and it's really like 2 seconds. I take a rubber band and then I just secure that section. And after that, you just want to tie it tightly so that it's nice. Then you take your conditioner of choice, because this hair is going to be away. You want to just like moisturize it. Don't leave it dry. You pull it tight and then just twist it to lock that rubber band in place and to kind of start off your mini base of your dread. So yeah, this is the first plait done. I'm just going to show you one more time. So we take a section of hair, you can smooth it out, and then we use the Shine and Jam. Put that just on your bases. And the Shine and Jam, guys, they're selling it at Clicks. I didn't go through a lot to get that. So I'll smooth it off with a toothbrush, and then we secure that with a rubber band. Make sure you get nice rubber bands. Like actually take one out in the store and test them, pull them and see if they're actually worth your money, because I have a lot that popped, and these rubber bands seem to be very nice that I bought from Clicks. So condition the end of your hair and secure that with a braid. And yeah, you can see it's not the best ever since the front part, but they are triangles. And yeah, I'm just gonna go on and finish the rest of my head off camera. And these are all my parting done. It's not all triangles and all not perfect, but they do look neat, and yeah, I like them. I'm just going to apply some of this coconut oil. I've never used it before, but just to condition my hair. I'm just going to take a little bit of it. It's like runny and stiff at the same time. So I'm just going to put some of that over the, like the parts of my hair that is going to be fully under the dreads. That's just to seal in the moisture of the conditioner that I just put in, so that my hair is actually protected under this protective style. Okay, so now we're starting with the dread. So you want to take the soft dread hair that you have and just split them, because they come in these huge curls. So split them so they look like kind of like a single curl that you would put in, and then measure them how long you want it. So that's how they look. And then you want to take the Marley hair. I got these thick parts, so I just twist them. I just separate them, sorry. The one part I will keep as is, and the other half I kind of spread it like the way I'm doing now. I make it as thick as I can, because the one section is going to be wrapped around the others. So now you'll have three parts: the one part of the dread, the soft dread, and the other section that you separated. You take your crochet hook and you put it through the base of your braid, and then you want to put through the soft dread hair. Make sure that one end is much shorter than the other end, because you want to make sure that that curl is going to stick out at the end of your dread. You want to take both the curl and the braid and put it through the loop, and that is what you'll have in the end. Then you take your dread, you can pull it off as short as you want, you can measure it. And this is the part that we didn't separate. So this, you put the crochet hook through your head and you add the dread at the middle of the dread and you pull it through, and you're just going to pull that thread through so it's kind of half and half in the middle. And then you have these three sections in your hair, and you want to plait the base. I'm sorry that I'm going so fast, but I will show you again in detail. This is just an overview. So you want to plait the base, everything in the base except the long soft thread part. You take then the piece of Marley hair that you separated, you add it like that in, and you just start twisting. Make sure not to twist too tight at the base, because it's very easy to make the style super tight to where you can't sleep. So anyway, you can see why we stretched the hair, because you want it to kind of cover perfectly as you are twisting down. Twist as tight, but not too tight. I don't know how to explain, just so that it's secure. This hair is very, I will say, very coarse, so it kind of sticks on each other. People have asked how I secure it at the end. You will see how I do it. It's no extra rubber bands or whatever, but I'll show you. So as you're going down, you do want to separate the hair so that it's nice and uniform and smooth down as you put it around as you're wrapping it around the base. So I chose this Marley dreads because I've seen other people have been doing it with normal braiding hair, and then you can just see it looks like almost like very, very, very fake dreads. So these I want to make a little bit more real. Like, I don't know what can look like real dreads, but yeah, this is as close as I could get this Marley hair. So you want to twist until you get to the bottom, and you will see when you come to the bottom, you can stop wherever you want to, as long as you want your dread to be. So you can see I'm coming close to the end, and there I still have a piece of the base in. And what I'm doing is I'm brushing then out the base and just adding it to the other hair and twisting all the Marley hair around. And I got to the end, so now I'm just twisting back up. I'm twisting up the hair, so once I get to the last hair, I will just rub it between my fingers and it will stay. And you'll see you'll only have the curl at the bottom, and that you want to cut so that it looks like it's just the end of the dread. So that was very fast. I finished a few of them. So I just wanted to come back and show you like 2 more dreads, just so that you know how to do it. So you start off with this. You want to clip off what you don't use. Take your soft thread hair and separate it, and you're going to get kind of like one piece of curl like this. And then you're going to take your thread and you're going to separate it. Keep one part as is. Keep one as is, and the other one you're going to separate. So I'm going to put my crochet hook through my base of my braid. You want to add the soft thread so that one section is short and one section is long, so that it can stick out at the bottom of your thread. So you take the loop and you take your soft thread and you take your braid and you pull it through. So you pull everything through, and then you'll have the soft thread and your braid. So you take the one section of the thread that you did not separate and you pull that through halfway. Okay, so then you will have your braid, the thread hair, and you will have the Marley, and you'll have the soft thread. So you take the shorter end of the soft thread, keep the longer end. You keep the shorter end with your braid and the two Marley threads on the side, and you start plaiting with them. Just make a base with the extra hair, but keep the longest soft thread out. Okay, so we're plaiting that all into a base, and now we have two sections to wrap. Okay, so now you take the one part, the other section of the Marley braid, and you start separating that. So this is the wrapping section. So this we just go and separate as much as we can before we start actually wrapping it. You can see it looks much bigger. So you take the end, you put everything in your hand, and you start off by putting the hair in the direction of the braid, and you start twisting around the base. Remember to not twist too tight because it can get very, very tight. So then you just go ahead and twist down the braid, down your base, sorry. And try and smooth out your hair and make sure it's nice and separated so that you get nice coverage. You don't want to see braids or anything of your base sticking out. That's why we do the plait, so that it is a bit covered up by the Marley hair that you used as base. But yeah, you just want to. So I see before I didn't really show the ending quite perfect. So I just wanted to show you here. So I'm just smoothing it out, and when I get to the end, I'm going to cut the rest of the base that I don't want to use anymore. So you'll see once I get to where it's long enough. I measure it to other braids. So I'll keep the part that I was twisting, the Marley twist, and you see there's still a part of the base in that I don't want to go any longer. So I cut that off, and then I go ahead with the wrapping hair and wrap till the bottom of that piece that I just cut off. Once I get to the bottom, then I will start twisting up again. Then you start twisting up the thread, and when you get to twist till the very last pieces, 2 strands away, and then you want to rub it between your fingers and cut off. And yeah, that's your thread. So the last one, just to be sure, guys, you put your crochet hook through, you put the soft thread in, you put your braid and the soft thread through the hook of the soft thread. So then you add your Marley base, and then you braid it without the longest piece of the soft thread there. And you braid it just till as far as you still have 3 pieces. You'll see the Marley hair will always be longer than the small piece of soft thread hair, but yeah. So then you'll have 2 parts, and then we have the separated Marley hair. You add it in direction of the braid, and then you actually start twisting from the root. Secure at the root with 2 twists, and then just start twisting down and smoothing as you twist, and make sure that you're going nice and securely. And I'm not going to show you this whole braid. So when you come to the end, you're going to have your wrapping hair, and you cut off the rest of the base that you don't want anymore. And then we wrap till we can't see the end of that base anymore before we start then wrapping just up with the Marley hair. There, it's covered, and now I can start wrapping up. Okay, and then I will secure it by just rubbing the hair between my fingers and cutting the curl. So yeah guys, that is my braids. And then I just went in, because it is a quite a tension full hairstyle, I went in with some Jamaican black castor oil all in my parting. And this is how it looks when it's finished, guys, and I'm so happy that I did it myself. Like, if I went somewhere, I'd probably pay like 400 rand. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe and like my channel, it will do so much for me. And then put on any comments down below if you understood, if you didn't understand. And then also like follow me on Instagram so that you can tag me if you do end up trying this style. And yeah, thank you for watching.